One of the best state parks in the country is right here in southern Wisconsin. We'll tell you which one made the cut up next. Your real estate news starts now. Thank you for watching your Real Estate News. I'm your host, Stacey Hansen. Let's take a look at your headlines. Devil's Lake State Park was recently ranked as the 5th best state park in the country by USA Today and its readers. When speaking to Capital Newspapers, the park superintendent said it's the wide array of recreational activities available to the public that make it so special. From hiking and camping to fishing, scuba diving, and rock climbing, the park has it all. The park offers magnificent views from 500-foot quartzite bluffs overlooking a 360-acre lake. Capital Newspapers reports that visitor traffic to Devil's Lake is almost on par with some of national parks. 1.8 million people visited it in 2013. The park benefits from its close proximity to Madison as well as other large urban centers in the Midwest. The park is located in the Baraboo area, and a 2013 study estimated that visitors to the park that year brought $120 million into the community. The number of active home flippers last year was the highest in nearly a decade, and it's expected to continue growing. CNBC reports that nearly 180,000 family homes and condos were flipped in 2015. Flips made up 5.5% of all sales last year, and the practice increased in 75% of U.S. markets. The concern is that prices are rising too fast because of the extremely short supply of homes for sale in today's market. The experts say that home flipping can push prices artificially higher, especially in markets with the tightest inventory. Flippers are watching their returns rise, however. Realty Track reports that return on investment was at almost 46% in 2015. That's up from 35% in 2005, when flipping was even more widespread due to access to cheap credit. A town called Hell in Michigan can be all yours for $900,000. Hell has been on the market for about a year, and the town's unofficial mayor just dropped the price by about $99,000, according to Money Magazine. Various Hell-themed merchandising rights are to be included in the deal, as well as 5 acres of property and at least 2 commercial buildings. The town had at one time hoped to sell to a Detroit-based arts group called Damned, but the group was unable to raise enough funds in their Kickstarter campaign. If you're interested in putting up an offer, you can visit their website at gotohellmichigan.com. The site is also selling deeds for 1 square inch of hell for $6.66 a piece. Stay tuned, we have more coming up right after this. And welcome back. With me now is Kirsten Goggin with Century 21. Welcome back, Kirsten. Great to see you again.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Great. Now, I understand you have some new listings. Let's talk about 771 Catherine Drive in Sun Prairie.
Absolutely. Spring has sprung. Oh my gosh. So great properties. Even though it doesn't feel like it outside, finally have some listings for buyers. Buyers, listen up. 771 Catherine Drive, Sun Prairie, East Side Elementary School District, which is a huge, I think it's rated 10 on greatschool.org, so a highly desirable school. It's a great property. It's coming soon. It's not quite listed yet, and no showings until March 30th, but mark it on your calendars because this one's going to go fast. It's got 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, just over 2,600 square feet. Granite countertops, great open floor plan, fireplace, play structures included. There's a nice big living room, hardwood floors, family room, plus a rec room with a wet bar. And really, it's right down from a 20-acre park actually in Carriage Hills. So that is a great property. They're only selling due to job relocation. So price to sell, it's going to move.
That one sounds like a great one for families too, with the school, the play center. That sounds wonderful.
And I used to live right over there, so I know the area very well, and it's a really great neighborhood. Everyone's so friendly, mature trees, lots of birds. It's called Cardinal Crest. So
yeah, that sounds amazing. So you've also got 2305 Horde Street in Madison.
Yes, so this little gem, oh my gosh, such adorable house. Listed at $200,000. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, larger 1-car garage. Lots of landscaping updates with paver patio. There's gardens, steel roof, so you don't have to worry about your roof for many, many years. You just have to see it, and it's adjacent to a park as well, so that's kind of nice, green space. And so many updates, new appliances, tankless water heater. Also the lower level is finished. It just needs, it was recently finished, and we're just waiting on the flooring because we're going to let the buyers kind of choose what they want to put in there. But you must see it. This one is also a relocation, actually. Going to move fast.
So just a second left. Your last one?
Oh, 5141 Prairie Rose. So this is East Madison. Great property, listed at $285, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 3-car garage, over 2,800 square feet. Oh my gosh, I don't have enough time to tell you about this property. You've got to go to kjsellsmadison.com and check it out. Huge master, has a walkout deck off of the master. There's a deck, paver patio below, lower level walkout, really cool floor plan, huge living room, corner lot. I don't have enough time to tell you.
Unfortunately, we're out of time, but it sounds great. Check out our website. Stay tuned. And welcome back. With me now is Diane Holmes. She's a realtor with RE/MAX Preferred. Welcome back, Diane. Good to see you again.
Oh, thank you, Stacy. Thank you for having me back.
Great to see you.
Nice to be here.
So what's it like out there right now in the real estate market?
Well, it's funny because right now, March Madness, people think about basketball. But in real estate, it is madness right now. And it's typical. March, April, and May are always our busiest selling seasons.
But that's a good thing, right?
It's a great thing. However, because there are more buyers than there are sellers right now, the good thing is for sellers, it's a seller's market. So they tend to get more for their property. But I'm looking for listings. So I would like to ask your viewing audience, if they're thinking about selling their home this year, to call me. And there's no obligation as far as listing with me, but I will give you a market study which shows how much your home is currently worth, give you staging advice, and also a free pre-listing home inspection, which means I'll have the home inspector go through your house and see if there's any defects that maybe you're not aware of, or the buyer will find later with their inspector. So it's good to know ahead of time.
Wow, that's great. I mean, they really can't lose with that. I mean, that's a great offer.
It is. And my number is 608-444-4409. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Now, do you have any houses for sale right now that you want to tell us about?
I do. And since preparing for this interview, Stacy, 2 of them have sold.
Oh, well, wow, good for you.
But I'll mention them briefly just because they haven't closed yet. I have one in Fitchburg, 2803 Marledge Street for $249,900. 3-bedroom, 2-bath for about 2,100 square feet, and then there's a gorgeous screen porch and a gourmet kitchen. But so hopefully it'll close. And the next one is 1012 Hillview Drive, and that is in the village of Black Earth. It's $210,000, 2,100 square feet, and this also has an offer. But let me tell you about the other ones that are still available. The first one is on Lake Mendota. It's 5378 Bluebill Park Drive. It's listed for $625,000. It's about a 10-year-old home. It's gorgeously appointed. 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, over 4,000 square feet of living space, and a beautiful pier and a beautiful location. And the next one, I will jump over to Lake Monona, and this one is 4931 Toniawatha Trail. It's listed for $725,000. It's smaller. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, about 2,000 square feet, and it's kind of perched on a hill with a gorgeous view of the Capitol.
Well, those all sound great. I'm not surprised that they're going so quickly.
I know.
Thanks so much for stopping by, Diane.
Hey, thank you so much, Stacy. I'll hope to see you again soon.
And stay tuned. And welcome back to the Real Estate News. With me now is Rob Grether. He's the owner of Lake Point Realty. Welcome back, Rob. Good to see you again.
Great to be here.
So the last time we saw you, you were getting ready to change your logo and you had a contest going on. How did that go?
It went great. We had a lot of people who helped us make a decision. We have decided on a new logo. It's a blue and green Lake Point logo. So we're excited. We're going to be changing out our website, changing out our yard signs, business cards, kind of going with a whole new color, kind of a whole new design. So it's kind of an exciting time for Lake Point Realty and our marketing department.
Exactly. I like it. It looks great. So congratulations on that. What else is going on with you?
Well, it's I think you've probably heard from other people and all over the place, but it's busy. Inventory is low. Everything we've got are pretty much selling pretty quickly. So, I'm looking to do a promotion for the month of March, the remainder of March, and then the month of April, and hopefully be able to get some new sellers. So as part of a promotion, what I'm looking to do is reduce my commission to new listing people who would like to work with me. Oftentimes, generally, there's a listing commission. For us, I oftentimes offer 3% or ask 3% as the listing agent. But for this promotion, I'd be willing to reduce that listing commission to 2%. So when you look at over the course of cost of a listing, that's a couple $1,000s generally at least. So March, April, anybody who's a new client who's interested in working with us, I'd be willing to reduce that to 2% as the owner of the business. I can do that.
That's a great deal. Now, previously when you've been on, we've talked about some of the neighborhoods that you're working in. Do you have someplace new to talk about today?
I do. I've had a condo, the town center condominiums, on the corner, near the corner of Milwaukee Street and Sprecher Road. It's really kind of an exciting area out there. Prior to the recession, it was a booming construction area, new construction. Sprecher Road and 94. Looks like there's going to be an on-ramp, off-ramp coming at some point in time. But yeah, when the recession hit, things kind of shut down, but they've really picked up out there again. And it's really, I think, an exciting time to be, in that area.
Yeah, and it'll be super convenient too if they get that ramp in there as well.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that there's some stuff going on out near Cottage Grove Road, same area. The breweries out there, Great Dane Brewery and the Metro Market, and just kind of a fun place. There's some single family homes and there's some condominiums, and anybody who wants any information on any of those homes or condos, let me know, and I'd love to provide them with that.
Well, it was great talking with you. Thanks so much for stopping by again, and stay tuned.
Thanks.
And welcome back. With me now is Bill Quigley. He's the branch manager at Network Funding. Welcome.
Thank you.
So with home inventory levels being pretty low right now, I understand you have some options for buyers. They can purchase a home and remodel it into exactly what they do want.
We have a great program, actually 2 programs that will help people looking for homes but maybe finding that inventory levels are so tight they're not finding the exact home that they want. We encourage them, look at homes that have some character. Maybe it's not exactly what you want, but there's room for improvement. Perhaps you find a home that could use some siding, a new kitchen, add a bedroom or remodel the master bathroom. We have a program where you can purchase the home, add to the financing and the purchase price the cost of renovating that home to make it exactly what you want. This way you get a home at a good price, you renovate it into exactly what you want for your dream home, and you have a great value at the same time.
So many home buyers and sellers out there might have some credit issues that they feel are kind of holding them back from a home purchase. Is there anything you can do to help with something like that?
We have a credit repair partner that helps people that have credit issues on their credit report that may be holding them back from home ownership. We're finding that a lot of people that want to sell their home and move up to the next home feel that they can't really move up to that home because of some credit issues that they feel are holding them back, getting in the way of them getting the mortgage to purchase their next home. We also have people that are first-time home buyers that want to get into the marketplace or had credit issues during the recession where perhaps they lost their home. They feel they can't get back into the housing market for many more years, which we have programs to help people that have credit issues in the first place. We also have a credit repair partner whereby they review your credit report, they find the errors and issues that are reporting incorrectly, they get them removed and get you rescored within 30 days. So people that are considering selling but don't feel that they can sell because they can't get a mortgage for the next home, we can help them. For people that want to purchase but don't feel they can get any financing, we can help them as well.
Now, if someone's planning on purchasing a home this spring and summer, what's the first thing you could advise them to do?
Always get pre-approved for your financing first before you even start looking at homes. If you're already looking at homes, that's okay. Get your mortgage financing as soon as you can. Go to my website, madtownmortgage.com. You can apply online. Click on the Apply Now button. It'll take you about 5 minutes to fill out a loan application. Once we have your application, we'll get your credit report. We'll ask for a few income documents, and we will underwrite you to all the mortgage programs that you are pre-approved for. That way you know that you got your financing in place, you know exactly what your budget is for each different mortgage program that you're approved for, and once you start shopping for a home and you find that dream home, you know that you can afford it, you can submit your offer, it can be accepted, and you can relax, start packing, and get ready to move. You don't have to worry about what if something goes wrong because you've already been underwritten and you've already been pre-approved and are ready for your financing, so there won't be any surprises.
That's good sound advice. Well, thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thanks for having me. Great to see you.
And stay tuned. And welcome back. With me now is Laura Hildebrandt Shively. She's a realtor with First Weber. Welcome, Laura. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So what do buyers need to know about this market?
It's a seller's market. With an inventory, you want 6 months for a balanced between buyers and sellers, and right now we're at 3 to 4 months with houses and condos, which means that if no new buyers came on the market, all of them would be gone in 3 to 4 months. You really want 6 months so that it's an even negotiating power.
Now, how can buyers best be prepared today?
It's a challenge for buyers, and what they need to do is to be pre-approved, go to see a lender and make sure that they have a letter and a lender who will update that letter for them and make it specific for a property when they do find a home they want to write on. The other thing that they need to do is be ready, because when properties come on, they need to look at them that day or right away the next day, because usually in this hot market in 48 hours, if it's a well-priced, good listing, it's gone.
So what things can a buyer do to make their offer the strong one?
First of all, get that pre-approval letter. Second, look at the contingencies and figure out what contingencies you really need to have in it. When it's a buyer's market, a lot of buyers will put in asking for a home warranty, having the corners staked. Those are things that a buyer can actually pay for. So by not including those in an offer, finding out the seller's ideal closing date, they can better have their offer accepted. The other thing that I find key is to write a personal letter.
So what do sellers need to know in this market? It sounds like it's great for them. Things are selling quickly. What do they need to know?
They need to know that they can't just set any price. I just put together a cash offer yesterday, and in it is subject to appraisal. Buyers, no matter what the market is, want to make sure that they're not overpaying for the houses that they're buying. The other thing a seller needs to know is that the house needs to shine. Buyers are busy just like sellers, and they want to be able to move in and get on with life. So the better a seller prepares their home with staging to make it look great and do some repairs, the better the house will sell and quicker.
So now you help buyers and sellers. How do you do so? How do you help them?
Well, this time of year, I don't sleep much and I work almost every day, all day.
Oh,
It's important. You can't miss it. When a house comes on, you want to look at it right away with the buyers. And with sellers, my sellers will tell you that they work really hard to get ready their house shine. And so my job is to go through and help them stage it and help them get it ready and to make sure my marketing material is really good.
That sounds great. Well, thanks so much for stopping by today. It was wonderful to meet you.
Thank you.
And stay tuned. And welcome back. With me now is Chris Thomas from Right on Target Real Estate. Welcome, Chris. So nice to meet you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I've been a real estate agent since 1999. I started out working for several different companies over the years and got some experience working with some bigger companies and some smaller companies and around the commercial and also the new home sales part of things. So it gave me a lot of chances to really get out there and kind of figure out a lot of the different aspects of real estate.
So can you help buyers find the perfect home in this seller's market that we've got right now?
Absolutely. A lot of times what I hear from people is that they call me and they oftentimes call off of signs, or they use apps that you probably heard of like Trulia and Zillow, and they're finding that these properties that they're finding on there have already been spoken for. They're already sold. And we have a system in place where we create a special search criteria for them. And once that property that they have out there that they want to take a look at pops up on the MLS, it automatically emails that to them, so they don't miss out on properties that just come on the market. And in this market, you have to be out there right away in order to get in those houses and possibly write an offer. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have to be quick. What tools does your company use that might help market your clients' home?
Well, we use a bunch of different things. I'm glad you asked that. we have this technology called a talking house, which is quite a neat thing, where we actually can record a message on this transmitter that we place inside of the home. And that transmitter then, when you're driving by in the street, there's a sign out front that says tune your radio into such and such a station, maybe 1610 or whatever we decide to use. And then they can listen to a message 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The beauty of that is it gives them information whenever they need it, but we never want to give them all the information there. We also have a special sign writer that we place on top of the real estate sign that has a QR code and also a text message number they can text, and they can get pictures of the inside of the home, and they also can get other important information such as pricing. But once they do that, it captures their phone number. So it allows us, when we're working with clients that are selling houses, to be able to do a better job of getting to those people and possibly setting up appointments.
Now, those are some cool tools. Just really quickly, what else could you say that your company does that makes it a little bit different?
Well, we have a system when it comes to everything we do, whether we're helping people buy homes, helping people sell homes, and we don't deviate from that too much. It's kind of like my own recipe for success. And over the years, when we followed that system, from A to Z, the results have been pretty good. Even during the really bad years when the market was quite bad for everybody, we always had quite a good success, really. And I think part of that is that I've got a sales background. I've been in sales for over 20 years, but then the system that we have really works well too.
And together they just work really well. It shows. Well, thanks so much for stopping by today. It was wonderful to meet you.
Thank you.
And stay tuned. For all of us here, I want to thank our guests for their time today, and also thank you for tuning in to your real estate news. I'm Stacy Hansen. We'll see you next time.